Yo, what's up? It's Rome from Sublime with Rome, and you are watching So Fucking Cool.
All right, So Fucking Cool here with Rome from Sublime. How you doing, brother?
Pretty good, man. Thanks for having me.
Glad to see you here, man. Glad to see you back around in town.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Now let's talk about Sirens a little bit here. It's your new release, first one in 4 years. Is that right? About
2.5, 3.
Okay.
I believe so. 2011. Yeah. 4. Wow. Time flies.
Time flies, that's for sure. You don't know what I mean? You sit back for a minute and then you go ahead and push some shit out.
Yeah.
Now, first off, the first release you did was Wherever You Go. And that was not the Richard Marx cover I thought it was going to be. You know what I mean? I fucking popped that shit on and I was like, Wherever You Go. And I was like, what the fuck?
Which one is the Richard Marx one? How's it go?
Wherever you go, whatever you do, right here waiting for you.
I don't think I heard that one.
Oh, shit, man.
Does it sound like it?
Oh, no, you don't fucking sound nothing like that shit.
Oh, okay.
You know
I was like, fuck. I'm about to get a fucking letter in the mail or something.
Nah, you're fucking, you know what I mean? I'm just fucking with you, you know what I mean?
For sure.
Same name.
Yeah.
Completely
No, that was the first one. We came up with that one in spring, and then so when we dropped that like around the summertime, it was like perfect for summer, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
That was great for us. I mean, it got us on the radio again, and we got to go out and play to good sized audience with our boys Revolution and Mickey Avalon and Peppers. It was a dope tour. Now we're just kind of slowing down right now for the holidays and get ready to jump into the new year and do an EP.
Right, for sure.
Yep.
And then the main release was Sirens.
Yeah.
And you did you had a add-on from the boys from Dirty Heads.
Yeah. I hit the guys up and asked them if they'd be down to hop on a track, a couple verses, and I sent the beat over to them and they fucking loved it. So they cut it. Unfortunately, they were at home, so I wasn't able to track them or be there.
Right.
With via technology now, they just went to my studio and my engineer tracked them and he sent me over the verses and we popped them up in the studio and everyone was just like, Jesus, this is tight.
Oh, the shit was dope, man.
Thank you. Yeah, that's my favorite song on the album. I'm really proud of how that song came out.
You know what I like? It's always good to see. I mean, with Sublime with Rome, everyone's gonna fucking give a little bit of like, oh, what the fuck, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But you guys went right back to the roots, you know what I'm saying? I mean, the shit's dope. It's a different take on what you guys are going through, and it's good to see you guys are progressive, you know what I mean?
You know, I feel like that's the only way to truly do it justice. You know, I mean, that's the only way to truly, you know, show people that, you know, I mean, this isn't just a cover band. Like, you know, we got goals and moves to do. You know,
you guys ain't fucking bad fish. You know what I'm saying?
You know, and you know, none of them, because you know they help keep the live, you know, keep the movement live going when we weren't even playing. You know what I mean? But you know, we got some badass fucking music that you know we could put out. And Eric's a badass musician. Josh is an incredibly talented musician, and I do what I can, and a little bit sprinkles down on me. So we gonna have some fun.
Yeah, for sure. Well, let's talk about that a little bit. You know what I mean? I mean, you got some big shoes to fill, so to speak. You know what I mean? I mean, there was some time that fucking passed before you joined, but you stuck up to the plate. You know what I mean?
I mean, pretty easy decision for a young man. Put in my position, I was just like, I mean, I had nothing going for me, and all I wanted to do was half the world and play music, travel. That's all I wanted to do. So when I met Eric, and he asked me if I wanted to join the band, I was like, hell yeah, let's go.
Right,
you know?
For sure.
And then after that, that's when you think about like, okay, what am I doing? Like, what did I just say yes to?
Right.
You start thinking about all that shit, you know, and the stuff you've never been through and the stuff that you're about to jump into, you know, because there was no like climb. Like I just jumped in. I went from like literally just living out of a van to boom, here's your tour bus.
Yeah, right.
It's like,
for sure.
Okay, cool. So, and you know, that could be a very troubling place for a lot of people, you know, who like come from where I'm from or have what I had, and surrounding myself with just really awesome people along the years, you know, whether it be, you know, my family or friends or my crew or other band members. I mean, having them help and more or less kind of teach me the ropes and how to tour right and do it right. I mean, it's been an immensely helpful thing.
You see, one thing that I appreciate is that when you went ahead and did it and you came through, you know what I mean? You were in a different phase from where it was, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It came out so many years ago, and now it's fucking social media, and people think they know you, and they're tweeting and Facebook and all that fucking shit, so it's, you know what I mean? I mean, the way you handled yourself and came through, I gotta give you mad respect. You know
Thanks,
what I mean?
man. Thanks. I mean, you know, shit, don't get it twisted. There are times where I want to fucking go on Instagram and tweet, like, check out this new whip that I just fucking bought and the rims on it.
Fuck you, motherfucker.
But, I mean, that, you know, ain't nobody want to see that shit, you know?
Right.
Like, nah. So, feel blessed inside, be happy, cheer inside.
Right.
I'll pop in with the homies, but, you know, when it comes to social media shit, you just keep it cool, keep it positive.
Well, that's what I like to see. I mean, I didn't see what you had for dinner today. You know what I'm saying? Like, fucking, I'm glad to see that shit. So
It's from a different time period, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the last generation to have grown up without a cell phone in my hand at school.
right.
So
That's for sure, man.
And then, because I have a younger sibling, I have a younger sister who's about 7 years younger than me, and she's not of that generation. So,
Right.
you know, she had a school in junior high, or she had a cell phone in junior high and shit. And, you know, so social media, telling everybody what you're doing, where you're at, and all that stuff. It's just, it's something you kind of have to adapt to be, quote unquote, a successful musician these days. I mean, there's always a, you know, exceptions to the rule, but
It's a double-edged sword, though. You know what I'm saying?
you know.
I mean, like, you got to put some shit out because people expect it. Mm-hmm. But you don't want to be too friendly with these motherfuckers because they're going to come up to you and be like, "Hey, Rome, I'm fucking
I know you.
such and such on Twitter. I just messaged you 2 days ago." Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, you know, it comes both ways because some of those people, you know, they're like they follow you around all country.
Yeah, for
like,
sure. That's
so it's
definitely.
like,
You know what I mean?
They, you know, they pay our bills. You know what I mean? Like
That's it.
It's mad love. You know what I mean? But then you do get those people who are just like
Just expect a little bit more than they fucking
cuckoo
should.
for Cocoa Puffs.
Right? Now, one thing I want to talk to you about is for you filling the shoes that you did. You know what I'm saying? Like, you stepped in and you took over and you turned it into something fucking new, but it's still what it was. You know what I mean? With the passing of Scott Weiland, you know that Stone Temple Pilots is going to go ahead and continue. What advice do you have for whoever takes this place? I mean,
Chester's been singing for them for like 2 years now.
he took off, though. He said he's done with that shit. He took off with that shit 3 weeks before Scott's passing.
Oh wow. Who they going with now?
They don't know yet. You know what I mean? That's why I'm asking you. What advice do you have for whoever goes in? You know what I mean? For you to go ahead and take that jump and do that shit, like,
I'd say you have to be a fan. Definitely makes it easier. You know, I mean, that's an interesting question. I've never been asked that question before. But I would say that if I had to answer and give, you know, the next guy a word of advice, I would say listen to the music a lot. You know,
right? Be a fan and.
I mean, that's the thing. You gotta like, you know, be able to like
Come on.
know this.
Can't smoke it in here. It's a
It's
sports
a-
team.
See, still got rules, man. No matter what. There we go.
There you go. You're gonna enjoy that out there. There's no smoke in there.
But yeah.
See, that's what I like. You know what I mean? I didn't want to fuck with you a little bit too much and come up with a hard question like, you know, what do you say? What do you do? But you did it. You know what I mean? You're one of the few that came through and, you know, I mean, you can go through it and say classic rock and shit, but that don't count because those dudes, you see some of those older bands and there's not one fucking original member in that band. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, there's not one dude in some of these bands that came back from the back in the day that are playing.
It's true. It's crazy. I mean, but as far as Stone Temple Pilots goes, you know, they've been at it for a long time. You know, those guys shouldn't be held at the mercy of his drug addiction, so I don't think it's fair.
Right.
You know, if they want to continue playing the music, man, do it. They're bad. They're the ones that spend hours in the van, years in the van, so...
Right.
Don't nobody gonna tell them otherwise.
Yeah, for sure. Now, with that being said, with you guys moving forward, what's next for you? What are you going to do next?
We're gonna go hit an EP top of this year, and then go and pretty much try to release, or not release it, but get it all done for summer. And
Okay.
then get ready for tour and see what we can do with the releasing of it.
Walk me through the process, man, with an EP. You know what I mean? You only got a limited number of tracks.
It's like only about like 4 or 5 tracks probably.
Right.
And then, we go in, we write them, sift through the ones that we like, the ones we don't like, and then we start to record them, and then we got to get the thing mixed and mastered, and then, boom, there goes the whole, now let's release the thing, and the promotion, and the distribution, and all that good stuff.
Well, see what I'm saying? I mean, that's so much different for a rock and roll band. You know what I mean? I mean, if you're fucking hip hop,
Yeah.
today's the day. You know what? Fucking mixtape's coming out tomorrow. I
upload
just
it on
got
SoundCloud.
fucked up and fucking, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
we recorded some shit.
Nah, I mean, it's kind of, it's the same world, I guess. It's a little bit different from people who are signed to major labels and people who are unsigned, or people even who are signed to indie labels. But I guess it all depends on, the infrastructure of the label and what they're about to do with your releases.
So you guys get a little more free reign, or is it a little bit locked down? Or?
We're with BMG.
See, that's like a 2-second rule right there. You know what I'm saying?
BMG, I think. Yeah. That's what
BMG is good for you, all right? They're not on you and telling you what to do and go through.
I don't fucking deal with any of that bullshit. I sit in the studio and I make the songs. I let my managers deal with all that crap.
That's good to see, you know what I mean? I mean, sometimes you see some of these bands these days and they're like, go ahead and fucking try this route. This is what's going on right now, or whatever. You know what I mean?
I think when you start listening to other people, your music starts to get taken away from you.
Yeah, for sure. You know what I mean? You see some of these bands, I mean, today you're on a big music festival and there's fucking bands from 20 years ago that are on stage that are put out a new release today. You know what I'm saying? Like fucking, you know what I mean?
It's crazy.
No one gives a shit what you did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? You're trying to get for a new sound, a new what, but for you to go ahead and say, you're doing what you're doing regardless. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. I mean, that's kind of how you gotta live life, man.
Yeah, for sure. You know?
That's what I have to say.
But with you doing what you did, like I said, the shit was off the chain. Sirens is
Thank you.
an amazing album. You know what I mean? I mean,
we're really proud of that thing, front to back, man. We meticulously picked the songs that we wanted and set the order the way we wanted. We changed the order of the album completely on the way to the mastering. Completely, and took a song off, put one in.
that's good. You know what I mean?
All the way up to when we got the thing mastered. So we were in every step of the way. That thing had to be absolutely perfect.
Well, I mean, from listening to it as a fan, I could tell you guys had a different approach to it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it felt like you guys knew what the fuck you're doing when I heard each track that was on there. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes you hear some shit that, doesn't belong on an album. You know, and you're like, well, that's got to be the record label saying, fucking try this, because it might be in the new commercial for whatever bullshit that's out that week. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
But with you guys, it's dope as fuck. I mean, it could still be in a commercial regardless, but I'm saying, but you can tell it was you pushing that shit.
100%. Had to be.
Last question.
Cool. All right, man. I'm told that you guys are running out a little bit of time. All I want to do is just go ahead and promote for people who want to follow up. They want to know more about you. They want to go ahead and see what's going on.
Sure.
Where are they going to go?
All that shit, Facebook, Google, Instagram, Sublime with Rome.
Sublime with Rome is the main fucking shit, and there's going to be all that little bullshit, the Twitters, and
we're
Periscopes, and whatever the fuck's out tomorrow.
MySpace.
We're on MySpace.
Yeah, MySpace, right? You guys
Zanga,
got that,
we got a Zanga profile again. Yeah. But you follow that stuff, and we're always updating. We're about to drop. I'm gonna go in the studio. I'm pretty active on my Instagram with at least shit that I like.
Right.
I'm pretty selfish when it comes to social media, so.
Well, you gotta be. You know what I mean? Cool. So the main site's gonna be sublimewithrome.com.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, man. Appreciate your time.
Absolutely.
Enjoyed talking to you. Looking forward to the next shit. That EP is going to be coming out sometime soon. I'm going to go to the website. I'm going to follow you up. Hit you up on Facebook and Twitter and all that shit, and wait to see the date that you guys are going to give us.
Sounds good.
Perfect. Thank you very much.